I think people look and they see me as a black man only, and they also do the pretending thing. But if you study any of the Native history and see us in early photos and drawings, etc., you will see that my skin color is the color of the Eastern Woodland Indians. We have been in this area for over 12,000 years. And most people, if they have anybody who has been here over 100 years, more than likely has native blood lines, and they just don't know it because they've been stuck into a community and labeled as such, somebody different than who they know they are. Well, I was raised African American because that's the community I grew up in. I have attended numerous powwows and was drawn to the drums and different things. I've always had an internal desire, and I guess it's a curiosity to find out what that attraction was and what drew me in. And of course, that was the ancestors that were speaking to me through the drum and being drawn in to the circles. Ebenezer Slocum sold my grandfather to his nephew, who, through the Emancipation Emolument Clause, I believe it was able to buy himself out of slavery. And then he met my grandmother, Ruth Moses, who was a Wampanoag from Harwich. They got married. They lived on Cuttyhunk. They were the only house on Cuttyhunk Island. And he ended up saving enough money to buy a farm. I believe it's a 116-acre farm in Dartmouth, and that's how they moved to the mainland. He was his principles, he managed to blend his Ashanti principles with the Quaker principles to instill that in his children. He did not know how to read and write, as we weren't able to be taught or have lessons. It was against the law, actually. My grandmother, Ruth Moses, taught her husband, Cuff Slocum, and all her children to read and write. This is the late 1700s. And he went on to actually write, and some of his writings and his thoughts are in the New Bedford Public Library.